In the middle of the vast ocean, where there is no clear boundary and the horizon stretches endlessly, a massive ship stands as a forgotten memory. No engines, no movement, no people, only rusted metal, and a long, unbroken stillness carried by the waves. Thanh stands at the edge of a small boat, her gaze fixed on the ship ahead. The distance is short, yet enough to reveal the contrast between what exists and what has been left behind. The ship is enormous, tall, silent. Layers of paint have peeled away, and rust spreads across its surface as if time itself has tried to erase it. Yet it remains, unmoving, unfading. She steps off the boat. The water shifts gently beneath her. The sound of waves is soft, but present. She walks closer, places her hand on the metal surface. Cold, solid, rough. Rust flakes fall at her touch, dissolving into the air before disappearing. She says nothing, only observes. A moment of stillness, not empty, but filled with awareness. She looks up. The body of the ship rises above her, extending beyond her line of sight. Broken windows, bent railings, all marked by time. But beneath those marks, the structure remains. She climbs the metal stairs. Each step produces a faint sound. Not loud, but clear. Each step is a transition. From outside to inside. From present into the past. She opens the door. The metal groans. Heavy. Slow. As if the space inside reacts to change. The door opens. Darkness inside. Light filters through small openings, creating long streaks across the floor. She walks in. No hesitation. No turning back. Only forward. A long corridor stretches ahead. Doors on both sides. Some closed. Some open. Inside, empty rooms. No furniture. No life. Only walls. And cracks. Her footsteps echo, bouncing between surfaces, forming a steady rhythm. Nothing else. Just motion. She stops. In the middle of the corridor. No clear reason, but everything converges there. She turns slowly. Looks around. Not searching. Imagining. A different space. Not dark. Not abandoned. Something else. She continues. Opens another door. A larger room. High ceiling. Exposed metal frames. Some broken. Some intact. She steps in. Touches a steel pillar. Taps lightly. The sound resonates. Not hollow. Not weak. A sign. The ship is not finished. She moves again. Climbs toward the deck. Light grows stronger. Space opens. Wind flows freely. The ocean stretches endlessly ahead. She steps out. Stands at the center of the deck. No words. No movement. Just presence. A long moment of stillness. Not empty, but filled with thought. She looks around. No longer seeing a broken ship, but a structure, a foundation, something that can change. Not easy, not fast, but possible. She turns, looks down, levels, rooms, corridors, everything waiting, not to disappear, but to transform. She nods, a small action, but clear. She knows, nothing will remain the same. And from that moment, the journey begins. The next morning, the ocean no longer feels the same. Not because the waves are stronger. Not because the wind has changed, but because people have arrived. From the distance, small boats move toward the massive ship. Not fast, not rushed, but clear. Thanh stands on the deck, looking down, and this time she is not alone. Below her, a team begins to board. Each carries tools. Each has purpose. No greetings, no noise, only understanding. Thanh does not speak. She signals, and everything begins. The ship doors open wider. Light enters. Darkness retreats. The team steps inside. No rushing. No confusion. Each takes a position. Each starts in a different area. Old objects are removed. Metal beds. Broken cabinets. Fragments of steel. Everything is taken out. Piece by piece. No longer scattered. Now organized. Thanh bends down. Grabs a heavy metal beam. Pulls. A deep sound echoes as it scrapes across the floor. It is not easy, but she does not stop. A moment of stillness. No one speaks. Only movement. Metal. Footsteps. Contact. A steady rhythm. Once the interior is cleared, the next phase begins. Cleaning. Water appears. The first stream flows across the ship floor. The sound spreads. Soft, but deep. Thanh holds the hose. High pressure. Water hits metal. Layers of rust and dust begin to dissolve. Flow away. Disappear. No explanation needed. It is visible. The team works together. One wipes walls. One scrubs floors. One cleans hidden corners. No one stands still. No one rushes. Everything moves in rhythm. A steady rhythm. A focused rhythm. A moment of stillness. Not empty, but full of attention. As the layers disappear, the structure reveals itself. Steel pillars. Load-bearing frames. Strong lines. No longer hidden. Thanh walks along the corridors. Her hand touches each surface. Not to feel, but to assess. Which parts remain strong? Which must be replaced? Which must be removed? She stops. Does not speak. Just signals. A team member approaches. Tools appear. The sound changes. No more water. No more cleaning. Now metal. Cutting tools. Sparks fly. Fall. Disappear. But leave impact. Old parts are removed. New parts prepared. The process shifts to demolition. Not preserving everything. Not repairing lightly. But opening. Walls are removed. Rooms disappear. Space expands. Light enters deeper. No longer restricted. Thanh stands at the center. No commands. No words. Only movement. Observation. Adjustment. A glance. A gesture. Enough. As the old structure disappears, the ship becomes an open space. No divisions. No limits. A foundation. A transition. The work continues. The floor is rebuilt. Old layers removed. New surface created. Concrete flows. Slow. Precise. Thanh watches. Not the surface. But deeper. She nods. The signal continues. New structures rise. Steel frames. Not to restore the past, but to create something new. Higher. Wider. Open. New levels form. One floor. Then another. Then more. Space grows vertically. Thanh moves between the frames. Constant. Focused. Adjusting. Zones begin to appear. A large open area. A space facing the ocean. A shared area. Everything becomes clear. Large glass panels are installed. Transparent. Reflective. The space transforms instantly. No darkness. No weight. Only openness. Light flows through. Nothing stops it. A moment of stillness appears. But different. Not silence. Not thought. Transformation. Thanh stops. Looks around. No longer a broken ship. Not yet a city. But in between. And it is enough to see. Everything is moving in the right direction. As the final touches are completed, the ship no longer carries any trace of its abandoned past. No rust. No darkness. No weight. Only light. Light flows across glass surfaces, reflecting onto the ocean, stretching into long shimmering lines that move with the waves. The space is no longer confined. It opens. Wide. Endless. Thanh steps onto the deck. No longer rough metal, but a finished wooden surface. Clean. Stable. Each step is soft. Controlled. She stops at the center. Not to think, but to feel. A moment of stillness. Not empty, but full. Full of completion. In front of her, an infinity pool extends toward the edge of the ship. The water surface mirrors the sky and ocean, blending them into one. There is no clear boundary. Only transition. She steps closer. Touches the water. Ripples form. Then disappear, leaving nothing behind. She turns. The space behind her has transformed completely. Resort areas. Glass rooms. Open corridors. Everything connects. Nothing is separated. Nothing is limited. Light is always present. She walks inside. No more dark corridors. No more narrow spaces. Now wide. Open. Bright. A large living area sits at the center. Minimal furniture. Nothing excessive, but complete. Warm lighting reflects gently across the glass, creating a soft atmosphere within transparency. She walks through it. Does not touch. Does not adjust. Only observes. A quiet confirmation. She moves to the left. A restaurant space. Tables arranged neatly. The area opens directly to the ocean. No solid walls. Only glass. And space. She pauses. A moment of stillness. Not from exhaustion, but realization. Everything has gone beyond what she imagined. She continues. Rooms line along the ship. Each one faces the ocean. Large glass panels. No heavy decoration. Only light. And space. She opens a door. Steps inside. Simple interior. A bed. A table. A glass wall. Natural light fills the room. Nothing blocks it. Nothing divides it. She sits on the edge of the bed. Says nothing. Does nothing. Just sits. A long moment of stillness. No sound of work. No movement. Only presence. She looks outside. The ocean stretches endlessly. No boundaries. No limits. Only openness. She stands. Walks to the balcony. Fully open space. Wind flows gently. Evening light softens. Thanh stands there. No pose. No expression. Just part of the scene. Behind her, the entire ship has become a floating city. No trace of the past. No abandonment. Only the present. A living space. A place to begin again. Lights begin to turn on. One by one. Each section glows. Each level shines. The reflection spreads across the ocean. The ship is no longer forgotten. It is a beacon, in the middle of the sea. Thanh walks slowly through each area. Every step confirms it. Nothing needs change. Nothing is missing. Everything is enough. She stops at the edge. Looks into the distance. Night has fallen. Only the ship remains illuminated. A clear contrast. No words needed. She turns. Looks at the entire space behind her. A moment of stillness. Not empty, but meaningful. Sometimes, value does not come from creating something entirely new. It comes from seeing the potential in what others ignore. And taking the time to transform it. She walks away, slowly, without stopping. Behind her, the floating city remains glowing. Not as an ending, but as a beginning.
It is everything we have worked for the future.